nonprofits who are involved in this. You understand some community service-oriented industries. You got the MBA. You're like, okay, this makes sense. JPMorgan Chase kind of hops off the paper a bit. Talk about the initiative, talk about the why, and talk about some of the things that you all are doing.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, the why is that 1 in 3 Americans has some type of criminal record. And so that means that virtually everyone in this room knows someone who's been impacted by the criminal justice system. This creates incredible barriers to employment and housing and education. And so we view Clean Slate as a very common sense, good government policy that can basically level the playing field for folks who don't have the time and the money, and it's a really complex system to be able to navigate. We just think that, that's a lot of people who are sitting on the sidelines and who are, either, not getting that call back for a job or, not able to advance in the process. And so what Clean Slate does is sort of remove some of that friction in the hiring process. We have a fairly complex regulatory framework that we operate in as a bank and as one of the largest banks in the country. Lowering those barriers is important to be able to hire people for a lot of the open roles that we have.
Just give us a perspective from the inside in hiring practice and what this act tangibly means.
JPMorgan Chase, we take a very holistic approach to second chance. So there's what we do as an employer, there's our hiring practices. There are investments that we make in the communities through philanthropy and also through expungement clinics that we've been holding. We've hired about 10% of our new hires have been people with some type of criminal record that fit within our regulatory framework. Last year, that represented about 4,600 people. Right now, we're working with roughly 50 large companies across the country, cross-sector, and we are sharing best practices about how to do second chance hiring within your company, within your industry, and sharing ideas across industries.